Life is rarely the serene, picturesque painting we dream of. Instead, it often feels like a winding, misty path, uncertain and strewn with challenges. There are moments when you pour your heart into every step, only to find yourself weighed down by emptiness, frustration, or even the bitter taste of disappointment. You might ask yourself, why does life feel so difficult? Why does happiness, though often within sight, remain just out of reach? Perhaps the answers don't lie in your actions, but in truths you've yet to uncover. The Buddha taught that life is marked by dukkha, a Sanskrit term often translated as suffering or dissatisfaction. This isn't meant to discourage, but to guide us toward understanding. Within life's struggles lie the seeds of awakening. Like a lotus flower blooming in muddy waters, our greatest wisdom and strength often emerge from life's most challenging moments. Instead of running from discomfort, Buddhism invites us to sit with it, to observe it with compassion and clarity. The First Noble Truth teaches that suffering is part of existence, while the path to liberation lies in understanding its causes and learning to let go. Similarly, Stoicism reminds us that peace isn't found by avoiding hardship, but by embracing and transcending it. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast, turbulent sea. The waves crash relentlessly, and the horizon seems unreachable. Yet within you lies the potential to navigate this ocean, not by resisting the waves, but by learning to move with them. Life's challenges, no matter how daunting, carry within them profound lessons that, once embraced, unlock a strength and peace you never thought possible. This journey isn't about changing the world around you, but transforming your mind and heart. As the Buddha said, with our thoughts, we make the world. When we face life with courage, acceptance, and wisdom, we discover that even the most difficult paths can lead to clarity and joy. Are you ready to explore these truths and discover the wisdom they offer? Let's walk this path together and uncover 5 transformative lessons that can illuminate your way to a deeper, richer, and more meaningful life. 1. Change is the only constant. Change doesn't announce itself with a gentle knock. Often, it bursts in like an uninvited storm, scattering the carefully arranged pieces of your life. Sometimes, though, it's subtler, a quiet breeze that shifts the landscape so gradually that you only realize it when everything is different. Whether it crashes in or tiptoes, change is inevitable. The Buddha spoke of anicca, the principle of impermanence, as one of the 3 marks of existence. Everything is transient, from the blooming of a flower to the passing of a thunderstorm, from the rise of empires to the flicker of a single candle. To cling to permanence, to resist this natural ebb and flow, is to invite suffering. It's like trying to capture the wind in your hands. Futile and exhausting. But what if, instead of resisting change, we welcomed it? As Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Similarly, the Buddha taught that suffering isn't inherent in change itself. It arises from our attachment to how things used to be or our fear of what lies ahead. Reflect on your own life for a moment. Perhaps it was a heartbreak that left you shattered, a career change that pulled you out of your comfort zone, or a global event that upended your plans. In those moments, it may have felt as if the ground beneath your feet was crumbling. But within that chaos, did you not find an unexpected strength? Change, no matter how unwelcome it may seem, has a way of pushing us toward growth. Think of a caterpillar, confined in its cocoon. The struggle to emerge isn't just a challenge, it's essential. Without that effort, its wings wouldn't grow strong enough to take flight. Buddhism encourages us to meet change with mindfulness. Instead of seeing it as a threat, we are invited to observe it without judgment, to flow with it like a river navigating bends and rapids. Imagine standing by a riverbank, watching the current carry leaves downstream. You don't try to stop the river. You let it move, trusting its natural course. Why then do we fear change? Perhaps it's because we anchor ourselves to the familiar, a steady job, a comfortable home, a predictable routine. These things feel safe, like shelter from life storms. Yet, Too often, that safety becomes a cage, keeping us from discovering our true potential. The Buddha likened this attachment to clinging to a burning log. It gives us a false sense of security, even as it scorches our hands. To let go requires courage, but in doing so, we free ourselves to embrace new beginnings. As Seneca wisely said, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Consider this. What if the changes you fear most are not disruptions, but gifts in disguise? What if they are the universe's way of guiding you towards something greater? Like the lotus that rises from the mud to bloom in the sun, our struggles against change prepare us for transformation. So, the next time change knocks or storms in, pause. Instead of resisting, ask yourself, what can this teach me? What new path is opening before me? Perhaps you'll find that change is not the enemy you thought it to be, but a wise and patient teacher, leading you to a richer, more meaningful life. 2. Life isn't always fair. As children, we grow up with comforting lessons. Kindness will be rewarded, and hard work will always lead to success. It's a reassuring story, one that paints the world as a place of balance and justice. But as life unfolds, we begin to see a harsher reality. The most compassionate hearts can still be broken, and tireless efforts may not always bear fruit. Think about it. Have you ever poured everything into a project, a relationship, or a dream, only to watch someone else, perhaps less deserving, reap the rewards? The sting of unfairness cuts deep. It feels personal, as if the universe itself has turned its back on you. The Buddha spoke of dukkha, the pervasive dissatisfaction and suffering that arise when we cling to the illusion of control. Fairness, as we perceive it, is often an expectation we impose on a universe that operates on its own terms. This doesn't mean life is cruel. It's simply indifferent. The rain falls on both the righteous and the unjust. But here's the deeper truth. Suffering from unfairness isn't caused by the events themselves, but by how we respond to them. Stoicism echoes this wisdom, reminding us that fairness is beyond our control, but our mindset is not. Consider the story of Derek Redmond at the 1992 Olympics. Halfway through the 400-meter race, he tore his hamstring, a devastating blow to his dreams. Most would have stopped, consumed by the injustice of such a cruel twist. But Derek, in excruciating pain, got back up. Supported by his father, he hobbled toward the finish line. He didn't win, but his resilience turned a moment of defeat into a testament of the human spirit. Buddhism teaches us to view life's challenges not as punishments, but as opportunities to practice inner strength and compassion. Imagine facing a storm. You could stand there, shaking your fist at the sky, demanding an explanation, or you could seek shelter, gather your strength, and rebuild once the wind subsides. The Buddha's teachings encourage us to accept that life is inherently unpredictable. We can't control every outcome, nor can we guarantee fairness. But we can cultivate equanimity, a state of calm and balance, amid the chaos. This isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about observing them, understanding them, and then choosing how to respond. Unfairness, like all challenges, has the potential to shape us. It's the fire that forges resilience, the chisel that reveals our inner strength. Instead of dwelling on why life isn't fair, ask yourself, what can this teach me? How can I grow from this? The Buddha likened life to a vast ocean. Some days, the waters are calm and inviting. Other days, they're stormy and merciless. But whether the sea is serene or turbulent, our goal remains the same: to stay afloat and move forward. So, the next time unfairness feels like a weight on your heart, pause. Reflect. Remember Derek Redmond. Remember that even when life seems unjust, you have the power to rise above bitterness and transform setbacks into stepping stones. In doing so, you'll find that fairness was never the measure of a meaningful life. It's your grace in the face of unfairness that truly defines you. For not everyone will like you. No matter how kind, talented, or genuine you are, There will always be people who don't like you, and that's perfectly okay. We spend so much of our lives trying to be likable, bending and twisting ourselves into shapes we think others will admire. Yet, no matter how hard we try, there are always those who remain indifferent, critical, or even dismissive. It's a painful truth, but one that holds the key to a profound sense of freedom. Their opinion doesn't define your worth. Buddhism teaches us to let go of attachment, not just to material things, but also to the need for external validation. The Buddha said, "Do not seek approval from others. Seek only to be true to yourself." This doesn't mean shutting people out or refusing to care about relationships. It means understanding that your value isn't tied to someone else's perception. Have you ever gone out of your way to impress someone, perhaps a colleague, a friend, or even a stranger, only to be met with indifference or rejection? That sting of unreciprocated effort can feel personal, but here's the truth. Their reaction often has more to do with them than with you. People carry their own filters, biases, and struggles. Your light may not resonate with everyone, but that doesn't dim its brilliance. Imagine a vibrant flower blooming in a field. It doesn't ask every passerby to admire it, nor does it wilt because one person fails to notice its beauty. It simply blooms, offering its presence to those who stop to appreciate it. You are like that flower. Your role isn't to convince everyone of your worth, but to live authentically and let those who value you find their way to you. When you accept that not everyone will like you, you free yourself from the exhausting need to please everyone. Life becomes lighter and more joyful because you're no longer living for others. You're living for yourself and those who truly matter. Consider this. Your energy is finite. Do you want to spend it chasing approval from those who don't see your value? Or would you rather invest it in deepening connections with those who do? The Buddha taught the importance of kalyamita, spiritual friendships. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, who love you not because of what you do for them, but because of who you are. These are the relationships that bring genuine fulfillment. So, the next time you find yourself trying to win over someone who doesn't seem to care, pause and reflect. Why am I seeking their approval? Chances are, you don't need it. Shift your focus instead to the people who embrace you fully, the ones who see and celebrate your authentic self. Letting go of the need to be liked by everyone isn't easy, but it's liberating. It allows you to stop chasing shadows and start walking your true path. And as you do, you'll find that the right people, the ones who truly matter, will join you on your journey. In the words of the Buddha, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Begin with yourself, and the rest will fall into place. 5. That happiness is your choice. Embracing joy in everyday life. Happiness isn't some elusive treasure locked away, reserved for a fortunate few who stumble upon it. It's not an external prize you win after achieving a flawless life, nor is it something granted to you by others. Instead, happiness is a deliberate, conscious choice. One you make every single day, often in the smallest moments and the simplest acts. Picture this. It's pouring rain outside. The sky is gray, heavy with clouds, and the streets are slick and glistening. For one person, this rain might be a source of frustration, a disruption to their plans, an inconvenience that dampens their day. They grumble, curse the weather, and focus on all the ways it's ruined their morning. Meanwhile, another person sees the same rain and finds something entirely different. They notice how the droplets shimmer like tiny diamonds in the air, how the rhythmic patter of water on leaves creates a soothing melody, and how the earth seems to exhale a refreshing scent of renewal. The rain is the same for both people. The difference lies not in the weather, but in their perspective. This simple example illustrates a profound truth. Happiness is not determined by the events around us, but by how we choose to interpret and respond to them. Life is rarely perfect, and waiting for ideal circumstances to feel happy is a recipe for perpetual disappointment. Perfection is an illusion, a mirage that keeps moving further away the closer you get to it. Happiness doesn't come from the absence of challenges. but from the presence of a resilient mindset that sees opportunities within those challenges. Imagine a flower blooming through a crack in the pavement. Its environment is far from ideal: harsh concrete, limited soil, and exposure to all elements. Yet, despite these hardships, it blossoms with vibrant colors, a symbol of hope and beauty in an unlikely place. This is the essence of happiness: finding joy, purpose, and growth in the midst of life's imperfections. When life throws obstacles your way, you have a choice. You can dwell on the difficulty, focusing solely on the unfairness of it all, or you can ask yourself powerful, transformative questions. What can I learn from this experience? How can this challenge shape me into a stronger, wiser person? What hidden opportunities might be waiting for me in this situation? The answers to these questions can shift your focus from despair to hope, from frustration to empowerment. By choosing to see struggles as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks, you unlock the ability to grow through adversity. It's not about pretending life is perfect or ignoring pain. On the contrary, it's about acknowledging difficulties while still seeking light amidst the darkness. Happiness is built through small, intentional choices. Moments when you decide to smile despite the rain, to laugh in the face of uncertainty, or to savor the warmth of a cup of tea even on a stressful day. Each of these choices, though seemingly minor, adds up over time. Like drops of water carving out a canyon, these daily decisions to find joy shape your ability to weather life's storms. Happiness becomes a habit, a well-practiced skill that grows stronger with each use. So the next time life feels overwhelming, remember, happiness isn't something you have to chase. It's something you can choose right here, right now. Embrace the imperfections, find beauty in the cracks, and let every challenge become an opportunity to bloom. The truths of life are not here to weigh you down or make your journey more difficult. Instead, they are gifts, precious opportunities to awaken your potential and help you become the best version of yourself. Life will always test you, throwing challenges and obstacles in your path. But within those tests lies a profound opportunity: the chance to discover just how strong, resilient, and courageous you truly are. Imagine life as a grand tapestry, woven with threads of triumphs and trials. The struggles you face are not there to define you, but to refine you. They teach you patience, perseverance, and the ability to rise above what you once thought was insurmountable. Every challenge holds a lesson, and every lesson brings you closer to understanding your true power. The road ahead will rarely be perfect. There will be twists, turns, and moments when you feel lost. But alongside those imperfections are breathtaking views, moments of profound meaning, and countless chances to grow. The journey itself, with all its ups and downs, is a gift, a treasure trove of experiences waiting to shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. As you move forward, let these lessons be your guide. Embrace change, even when it feels uncomfortable. Growth often begins where comfort ends. Face unfairness with grace and resilience, knowing that your response defines your character more than the situation ever could. Learn to let go of others' opinions, freeing yourself to live authentically and on your own terms. And now, a question for you. What about your own journey? Have you embraced change, faced unfairness, or learned the art of letting go? Share your story because it holds power. Your experiences, challenges, and triumphs might inspire someone else to find their strength and courage today. If you found this message meaningful, let us know in the comments. Your voice matters. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an inspiring story or powerful life lesson. Together, let's build a community of growth, purpose, and positivity. Thank you for being here. And remember, you are stronger than you know and capable of more than you imagine. See you in the next video. The truths of life are not here to weigh you down or make your journey more difficult. Instead, they are gifts, precious opportunities to awaken your potential and help you become the best version of yourself. Life will always test you, throwing challenges and obstacles in your path. But Within those tests lies a profound opportunity, the chance to discover just how strong, resilient, and courageous you truly are. Imagine life as a grand tapestry, woven with threads of triumphs and trials. The struggles you face are not there to define you, but to refine you. They teach you patience, perseverance, and the ability to rise above what you once thought was insurmountable. Every challenge holds a lesson, and every lesson brings you closer to understanding your true power. The road ahead will rarely be perfect. There will be twists, turns, and moments when you feel lost. But alongside those imperfections are breathtaking views, moments of profound meaning, and countless chances to grow. The journey itself, with all its ups and downs, is a gift, a treasure trove of experiences waiting to shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. As you move forward, let these lessons be your guide. Embrace change, even when it feels uncomfortable. Growth often begins where comfort ends. Face unfairness with grace and resilience, knowing that your response defines your character more than the situation ever could. Learn to let go of others' opinions, freeing yourself to live authentically and on your own terms. And now, a question for you. What about your own journey? Have you embraced change, faced unfairness, or learned the art of letting go? Share your story because it holds power. Your experiences, challenges, and triumphs might inspire someone else to find their strength and courage today. If you found this message meaningful, let us know in the comments. Your voice matters. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an inspiring story or powerful life lesson. Together, let's build a community of growth, purpose, and positivity. Thank you for being here. And remember, you are stronger than you know and capable of more than you imagine. See you in the next video.